From East Africa, we should focus to the west, where Guinea Bissau has locked horns with the pro-West ECOWAS bloc. Now, the country's President, Embalo, has threatened to expel an ECOWAS political mission sent to the country to reach a consensus on how to conduct elections in Guinea Bissau this year. The tiny West African nation, like many of its neighbors, has a history of coups. And these fears were reignited after a dispute over when President Embalo's term, which began in 2020, should end. Elections in the country that were scheduled for November 2024 were postponed by the president. The opposition in Guinea-Bissau claims President Embalo's term should have expired last week, while the country's Supreme Court of Justice ruled that it ends on the 4th of September. The opposition is calling this delay unconstitutional. The dispute over the president's tenure has heightened tensions that risk unrest. Embalo claims that there have been attempts to overthrow him. In December of 2023, gunfire and clashes erupted in the capital city, after which he dissolved the opposition-controlled parliament. Interestingly, President Embalo's latest rift with ECOWAS comes just days after he visited Moscow for talks with Russian President Putin. The two countries vowed to bolster economic and security ties.
We in Russia are reliable partners. Today I am here, Mr. President, to reaffirm the bonds of friendship that we have between the Russian people and the people of Guinea-Bissau, this fraternal relationship that has always existed.
We are available to always strengthen our bond of cooperation and that with Africa too. I know that you have always maintained relations, not only with Guinea-Bissau, with the entire African continent. And that we owe our independence to you, directly or indirectly. For this we are very grateful.
I know that you have elections this year. I very much hope that the Bissauans will support you and that you will continue to serve as president. The good relations that have developed in recent years between our states are largely associated with your name and are developing with your support.
Russia has also sent thousands of mercenaries to support military leaders in West Africa and help them fight insurgents. Now, among them are Mali's Assimi Goita, Burkina Faso's Ibrahim Traore, and Niger's General Chiani. Now, these three countries under their military leaders have officially left the West African bloc after the year of diplomatic tensions. The split was sparked just after the three junta-ruled states refused ECOWAS demands to restore diplomatic rule. Now, after the latest standoff with ECOWAS, will Guinea-Bissau be the next to quit the pro-West bloc? If it does, it will be a major setback for the 50-year-old bloc, which is considered Africa's most important regional group. So, with fears of a conflict and a coup now in Guinea-Bissau, did President Embalo rush to Putin for security aid? Will Russia now send mercenaries to another West African nation?
Merci beaucoup. Hi, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Namaste, Mr. President.
Bharat Kelogon, Komeri Namaste.
How many people generally follow you in interviews?
Typically in a month we have viewers up to 150 million, that's more than twice the population of France. And in the last 2 years, we had 3 billion viewers. So I say, Laurent, this is your chance to be famous. You're on Firstpost. One word to describe your equation with Prime Minister Modi.
Amitié.
As India and France work together, are you creating a new era of non-alignment in the technology space?
India is a training superpower. 1 million engineers a year, more than all of Europe and the US combined. So we have that partnership. We have a partnership on the environment and the economy. We also have civilian nuclear programs. And that is something we've developed far beyond the France-India relationship. So we want to work together on AI.
And then comes China with its DeepSeek, creating models at a fraction of the cost. Did that innovation take you by surprise? Did that breakthrough make you sit up and think, what did the Chinese do and how?
But what did DeepSeek do? They took everything that was already available from the last AI model and then they recalibrated it.
So are you going to ban Chinese AI in France?
So we don't have this American approach of banning tech because of where it comes from.